Hello again, I'm Rahena, and we are playing more of Gakuen Heaven 2. I would say what we did last time, but there wasn't really a last time for this one. We are going to start Sonoda's route. And, as you know, Sonoda is the villain in the story. He is the thief who stole the armband. Now we are going to find out more about his motivations, his entire backstory, and his interactions with other people. Just who else is involved in this. And instead of starting from the beginning like I normally would, I have a save at the beginning of his route. Kind of cutting out a lot of the common route stuff because there really isn't enough of a difference in it to justify playing through so much of it again. A lot of the choices that you make in the common route to get onto Sonoda's path are so simple. They only have maybe a couple of lines of dialogue that are different from the other choices. So instead of spending time going through things that we've seen before with just very minor differences, I'm going to jump straight into his story. And this actually starts on the day where you go around on the map during the weekend to talk to other characters. And I don't know if you noticed, but when we played the first few times and I showed the map, the cafeteria is not available. You have to actually visit another character first in order to unlock the cafeteria. And it doesn't matter who you go to, it's just that Sonoda has to be the second person that you visit. So we're going to start here. It's May 14th. And this is Yuki starting on that day. I've already been to see someone else. I think it may have been Joker. I don't think it actually matters who you go see first, but you do have to make sure you come back to Sonoda as the second character. So Yuki's saying, I wonder if he's at the cafeteria. Well, I'll try going to see him. And maybe at least the kitchen manager will let me eat something. If I remember correctly, going behind the school building here is a shortcut. Oh, there he is. What is it calling me here? Huh? Is he meeting with someone? Somehow he seems different from usual. Who's he talking to? Oh, that's... Choosing a place where people won't see us is for both of our sakes, isn't it? It's Professor Sakaki. Just what is he doing with Sonoda? And remember, at this point, you know, as the player, you know a little bit about Sakaki's involvement at the school, but Yuki as a character, I think at this point he doesn't even know that Sakaki is the assistant director, so he just knows him as his homeroom teacher, his math teacher, so it's completely bewildering to him. He doesn't know anything about the relationship that they have with each other. Because remember, Yuki's brain kind of resets at the beginning of each playthrough, even though ours doesn't. So what's he doing? He said a place where they won't be seen. Is he doing something bad? It's not for both our sakes. The one with the higher risk is you, isn't it? You're an adult and a teacher. I'm an innocent student and a minor. You're one to talk. An innocent student wouldn't want something like this. Professor Sakaki is taking something out. Is that an envelope? Could there be money inside? Obviously, this scene is set up to make you think the absolute worst. Which is fine. If you want to think that, that's great. I'll totally go along with you. That is no problem. I will completely follow you down that path to its logical conclusion. And if you would like to go down that path to its logical conclusion, please write it down and send it to me. Thank you. The promised amount is in here, right? You can count it if you want to make sure. I trust you about that. So, thanks and come again. And when do you want to do it? Well, how about tonight? that soon?
お前の支度が間に合わないなら別の日でもいいが。
If you can't make your preparations in time, then it can be another day.
失礼だな。
How
このくらい
rude.
俺にできないとでも
Are you saying I can't do this much?
報酬分の働きはちゃんとするって。先生が満足するレベルのものは見せるから。
I'll work the payment's worth and do it right. I'll show you at a level that'll satisfy you. God, I love this scene. This is one of my favorite scenes, but the one that follows this is even better. Payment? Work? What are they talking about? Professor Sakaki in secret is giving Sonoda money. Could it be a shady transaction? I don't know, could it? Oh no. I leaned forward a bit too far. Uh-oh, did he notice?
どうした？
What is it?
別に気のせいだったみたい。
Nothing, it was just my imagination. I thought he noticed, but I guess it's okay. Or rather, it's kind of like without realizing I've started eavesdropping. You're realizing that a bit too late.
それじゃ今夜の19時に。
Alright, tonight at 7.
ああ、期待してるぞ。
Yeah, I look forward to it.
はいはい。
Yeah,
まったく
yeah.
ほんと人使い荒いな。
You really are a slave driver.
俺とお前の仲だろ。
It's between you and me. And he left. I witnessed something strange, and I can't move.
ゆうきくん、
Yuki.
頭隠して尻隠さずって感じで。かわいいお尻が見えてるけど。
It's like you're hiding your head, but not your tail. And I think that's some sort of saying, but actually here it works pretty well literally, because the next thing that he says is, I can see your cute butt.
もしかして俺見えてました？
Could it be that you saw me? And again, Sonoda is kind of flirty with Yuki. Kind of interesting to note. I mean, he's done it before also in the cafeteria and things like that.
俺のいるところからはバッチリ。
I could see you clearly from where I was.
こんなところで何してたんだい？
What are you doing here?
それは
Well, I...
園田さんに会えたらいいなと思って学食に行こうと。
Oh, I thought it would be nice to see you, so I was going to the cafeteria.
へえ。
I
そ
see.
したらちょうど園田さんと榊先生が。
And on the way, I saw you two.
密談してたから盗み聞きしてたってわけか。
Since we were having a private conversation, you were eavesdropping?
最初は盗み聞きなんてするつもりじゃなかったんです。
But I didn't intend to eavesdrop.
話しかけるタイミングを測ってたら偶然耳に入ってきちゃったというか、なんというか。
I couldn't find a chance to call out to you, and I just kind of ended up listening or something.
どっちにしろまずいこと聞かれちゃったな。
Whichever it was, you ended up hearing something bad. Oh no, after all, it was something bad. But like this, there's no way I can pretend I didn't hear it. But if he's doing something bad, as the student council president, I have to stop it.
園田さん、さっきのことなんですけど。
Such a busybody. Sonoda, about before.
Shh.
And his hands on my mouth. With my mouth covered like this, I can't say anything.
大声出すなって。
Don't talk so loud.
俺たちがいかにも秘密のやり取りしてたの。見てわからなかった？
You could tell we were having a secret exchange, couldn't you?
わかってました。わかってましたけど。
I understood, but... I want to object, but his
話
hand...
すなら静かなトーンで喋ってくれるかい？ゆうきくん。
If you're going to talk, can you keep your voice down? Yes.
じゃあ解放してあげる。
Then I'll release you. So what kind of secret meeting is going on here? I love how Yuki's just imagining the worst along with the rest of us, though he's probably not imagining exactly what the player is because he's a little bit innocent. Or maybe not. I mean, the more you play through, the more you realize that Yuki is kind of a secret pervert, so...
さっき榊先生と何を話してたんですか？
What were you talking about before with Professor Sakaki?
こっそり二人で会って怪しげな封筒を渡したり
You're secretly meeting and passing suspicious
あれっ
envelopes.
てお金ですよね。
It was money, wasn't it?
このお金が気になる？
Are you wondering about this money?
はい。
Yeah.
教えてあげようか。
Should I tell you?
え、
Well, that was surprisingly easy.
はい。教えてもらえるなら教えてほしいですけど。
If you can tell me, I want you to tell me.
わかった。
Alright.
なら、
In that case,
今夜19時、学食においで。
come to the cafeteria at 7 tonight.
学食？
The cafeteria?
それまで答えはお預け。じゃあね。
Wait until then for your answer. See you later.
待ってください、園田さん。
Wait. And he left too.
今夜19時、学食で。
At night, the cafeteria.
一体何があるんだろ
What is it?
う。夜か。あの二人にはどんな秘密があるんだろう。
At night, just what kind of secret do they have? Don't you wish you knew?
それまで何してようかな。他のことするにしても気分的に落ち着かないしな。
What should I do until then?
なんだ、変な音が。
What's that weird sound? And something dashes by?
今通り過ぎた黒い影は
A dark shadow just passed by,
ものすごく怪しい。
and it was really suspicious.
迷彩というより推理漫画の犯人みたいだったぞ。
It's a disguise? Seemed like the culprit in a mystery comic. What is this? Well, it's possible that in a place I don't know, extraordinarily grave events are happening. Kind of interesting as a bit of foreshadowing for everything that is about to happen at the school. Oh, no way.
ん？
Huh?
待て
Wait!
クーヤさんだ。
It's Kuya. And Kuya is chasing the suspicious shadow. He's going all out. And he was looking for the previous ace, wasn't he? Could it be that suspicious shadow is the previous ace? Or was it something else? Well, it has nothing to do with me. So that's the end of that scene. And we will continue at the cafeteria at night. So interesting introduction to Sonoda's route. We're just kind of jumping straight into the more interesting parts of the story, and I really love this setup here because, well, let's be real, right? Sakaki's my favorite character. Sonoda's my favorite of the students. I think it's hard to pick a favorite, but I think if I had to pick a favorite, it's Sonoda. So, of course, for me, that was a great scene. And this one coming up next is even better. The one that follows here is one of my favorite scenes in the entire game. So I'm going to stop here so I can just continue recording. Even though you might not see the video immediately, I may not upload it instantly after this one, but I'm going to continue. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.